is up, everybody? You're listening to another episode of The Rim Break. I'm not on my bike right now. I am currently just walking because it's my show and I can do whatever I want. So let's get into this. It's been about a month since the last episode. So yeah, I'll just give you guys an update on that. So I think I stated in the last episode that I was trying to get in contact with Gary Fisher, and yeah, so what exactly happened? So I reached out to Gary on Twitter. He gave me his email. We had a scheduled date. I emailed him. I was like, okay, can you do this date? And he declined because he was out of town. And I was like, okay, cool. So we rescheduled for the next week after that. So that would have been, that's why this podcast was a little late. But we had a scheduled date with an email confirmation. And I actually went over to SF because that's where Gary's based out of. And I told him that I was in town, and he did not, or he gave me a cell phone number, which was cool. But he never picked up or responded back to any emails or anything. So yeah, so I kind of gave up on that interview. Then I decided to reach out to Trek about a couple days later after Gary stopped responding to my messages and stuff. So I chose Trek because Trek is the bike company that absorbed the Gary Fisher brand. Because from the last episode, you learned that Gary Fisher invented bicycles, invented a company called Gary Fisher. Then down the road, he wanted to expand, so he got absorbed by a bigger company. That is Trek today. So I emailed Trek, and I got an email from a Trek employee. I sent him a list of questions. I was like, okay, just pick a couple that seem interesting to you. And I got a confirmation saying, oh, by this date I'll give you the answers by this date. And I waited all day for that. Nothing. So that was another delay. Thus, it's about 3-4 weeks almost since the last upload, which is on my part too. I take full responsibility for that, but just no responses. I want to give you guys some good stuff, so that's why I was trying to just up the quality of these podcasts. So yeah, there is a huge lesson here, and it's don't meet your heroes. In a sense, they're not technically, I didn't really look at them as heroes, just people bigger than I am, you know, more famous in their respective fields. So yeah, I decided to reach out to the inventor of the mountain bike, which was Gary. Got ignored. So left that salty feeling. If I never reached out or anything, I still would have probably looked at him in a different light, in a more positive light. So don't meet your heroes. Reach out to the company Trek. I respected Trek as a company, you know. I'm like, ooh, cool. They make cool bikes. I had the bike that I ride is a Trek, and got ignored. Even more salt added to this pile of salt. So yeah, not really the best feelings towards them, and I think you guys can understand why. So, but nothing against Gary or Trek, but being professional and is just more respectable. You know, just being professional about your work and saying the things that you want to do. Like, when you say yes to things, then flaking, that's not really the best way to represent yourself or the company, you know. So yeah, definitely lost Gary as a fan, cool that he invented the mountain bike. Great invention, but lost him as a fan. Lost Trek as a potential customer as well, because come on, you guys got to be professional. Like, if you don't, if you agree to something, then do it. But if you don't want to, just be straight up. I don't want to be a part of the podcast or interview, or just give me a no. Give me some closure. That'll make me feel a lot better for sure. It's just very childish how they're acting and very unprofessional. So yeah, this is big company. Just be straight up with it. So this is just a thing for the listeners who are looking to buy a bike. Just don't buy a Trek, you know? If you're in the market for buying a bike, avoid Trek. They're not really doing anything special anyways. It's basically a copy and paste of what they do. It's like NBA 2K or something. Just that copy and paste, and they label it as something new, and maybe shave off a couple kilos off their bikes or something. Just it's really not that innovative anymore. They're doing nothing special. I think it's kind of like a McDonald's of bikes. Just they're really, really big, really huge company, really famous company, but they really lost their charm in order to just become super large, and they just want to feed their bottom line. That's what it seems like to me. So yeah, just nothing great about them. Just like most of these large companies, they have the infrastructure to make all these things, but the passion and quality definitely went down. So yeah, don't buy from Trek or anything. Just get yourself something different, like a Surly. Those are always cool. Pretty cool people too. They have a pretty cool website. Just some dirtbag lifestyle. Like, yeah, just don't get it from Trek. There's a lot of different companies out there. Or like Santa Cruz or anything but a Trek. Yeah, that's it. So that's all for the rant that I have today. For right now, really disappointed I couldn't get a interview for you guys, but there's more people to interview. I'm not going to be too bummed about it. All right, I'm out.
I just want to ride my bike. Yeah.